Hey, welcome back to Snapball Games. My name is Max, and I'm back with another Pauper League, and I'm going to be playing this JUND Gates Brew deck today. Before I get into this deck real quick and a shout out my channel, it's youtube.com/snapbolt. Go to my channel and subscribe, really the best way to support me. Thank you so much for that. I record all my videos live on Twitch. Like chat is saying right now, you can follow me there for notifications when I go live. It's really random, but follow me on Twitch. I also post on Reddit and my Twitter when I go live to try to help out because my schedule is really sporadic. But come hang out live, a lot of fun. Again, youtube.com/snapbolt. Go subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Now let's get into this deck tech and then let's get into a league with this deck. Been having a ton of fun playing various gate brews, and this is certainly a gate brew if I ever saw one. This is the JUND shell, but usually you play tapped artifact lands and cleansing wildfire, which admittedly might be better. It may be better than this brew, but the gates have been really strong, and I've kind of wanted to try it. So instead of cleansing wildfire, we're playing explore, and that's kind of where the idea for the deck came from. Is like, okay, well, I want to put more gates into play quickly, so explore seems like one of the best ways to do that in the format. So we're gonna try explore, and then I was like, okay, how do I support explore? I had a brew that was Gruul, green base, played a lot of the same cards as Ponza, and it played Explore and a Boreal Grazer, but that card is just not very good. Um, so we're just trying Explore again in the Jund cell. A lot of Edicts, Cast Downs, Terminates, Bolts, so a lot of removal spells, two Wraths main, a couple more Wraths in the sideboard. And then I'll get into the creature base in a second, but first I kind of wanted to talk about the mana base. Again, we have 12 tap lands. All of these are gates. We have two heap gates as more untapped lands that are also gates, and these, are filter lands. So it can kind of help you cast Bolt on 2 if you don't have a red source, cast down or Edict on 3 if you don't have a black source, that sort of thing. So these do provide decent mana fixing, plus they're just an untapped gate. So I thought I should include a couple. Uh, 4 copies of Basilisk Gate, but we actually kind of have 6 because we're playing 2 Gate Creeper Vine. In the Gruul version, I was playing 4 Gate Creeper Vine, and this card kind of impressed me because you can just tutor Basilisk Gate. You're almost always fine on your colors, at least in the Gruul version. But tutoring Gate just gives you more copies of this card, and Basilisk Gate is really strong, especially in multiples. So up to essentially 6 Gate, and this tutors a land to help us hit our land drops for Explorer as well. One thing I wanted to note about the mana base as well is 24 lands. Explorer is kind of a light land count for Explorer. I found the more lands you play in a deck with Explorer, the better Explorer becomes because then you're never missing on the additional land. But 24 is kind of low. You even want to be as high as like 28 to really take advantage of Explorer. But then I felt like you just get flooded, and I didn't really want to play bounce lands. So just playing a bunch of gates, explorers, and then a couple great gate creeper vines to try to have like a couple extra pseudo lands. Um, One Weather the Storm. I think this card is actually kind of critical to like a Jund shell because the games tend to go pretty grindy, and then finding One Weather buys you enough time in a lot of those situations to survive. So I really wanted to find room for the One Weather main. One Pulse also helps buy a little time and helps grind. And then the creature base is interesting because it's not your typical Jund shell creature base. We have 0 copies of Llanowar Visionary, 0 copies of Packmate. And I want to like kind of defend that decision real quick. And that is, I wanted every creature that I could, except for Boarding Party, because this card is just really, really strong. I hate it when people cut this card. I think it's the best card in these shells. But every other creature has Trample. And that's because Trample is so good with Basilisk Gate. And sure, Guardian doesn't have Trample, but this is the next card I was going to get to. So everything has Trample, which just makes like double Basilisk Gating just so much stronger. Because when you're doing it on like an Owlbear and you're making like a 12-12 or a 15-15, if it doesn't have Trample, it just gets chunked so easily. But then every creature having Trample, including Commodore, which has 5 power as well, having Trample is just so key. And I think Jewel Thief is a pretty good fit there as well. Now to Guardian, I thought this was just a really easy splash. We have 12 gates plus double heap gate in order to cast it. It's basically free. I just feel like it gives you a lot of inevitability to have 1 copy. So we're Jund with Guardian basically. I think that seems pretty sweet. And then yeah, I think Boarding Party is just like the stronger of the Cascade cards by far. I hate it when people just play like 2 copies of Boarding Party and then like sometimes even 4 Dino I've seen. I think Boarding Party is just the truth. It's the way to go. Dino is good too, but especially without Cleansing Wildfire, a little harder to get to 7. That's why I'm down to 2 Dino. Oh, sideboard, which I didn't even realize was covered up, so I apologize. Let me bring it out here. Sideboard is kind of sick. We have second Arms of Adar and a Suffocating Fumes. I kind of like the black Wraths better because they don't get Hydro Blasted, so they're better in those matchups because a lot of times decks like Elves bring in Hydro. So yeah, getting to go up to 2 Arms and a Fumes is pretty nice there. Couple Relics. This is a sweet one. I saw this in a sideboard of a JUND deck, and I was like, I want to play this too. 4 mana sorcery, destroy all enchantments. You gain 2 life for each enchantment destroyed this way. I've wanted to find a place for this card for a long time, and I think this is a good shell for it. Can go up to 4 weathers versus hot dogs and burn. A couple ancient grudges and a gorilla shaman and some pyroblast. Could run cards like, you know, some white sideboard cards or hydroblast or stuff like that, but not doing it for now. Let's just go into round 1. This deck looks really fun. Gonna be casting and flashing back some Chainer's Edicts here. Hopefully, we'll see you in round 1. All right, welcome to round 1. We're against Raptor, combo extraordinaire, really strong player. We're gonna snap keep this hand. This hand looks pretty good. We have an Explorer, we have an Edict. It looks like he's probably on some type of FAMS deck with Broker's Hideout, but we'll see. It could be some 5-color Gates deck as well. We don't really know yet. Let's go Manor Gate, add name black, and then turn 2 I could go like Mountain, Explore, Cliff Gate. Fertile Ground, so it's just straight up combo. That's probably going to be a pretty bad matchup for us. Gate Creeper Vine. Not exactly what we need. We just need any threat now. I'll just name green. Could have named black to have double black, but I didn't. Ooh, okay. That turns our removal spells on, so I like that. I think I'm going to go Chainers plus Gate Creeper Vine here. And then get another Basilisk Gate. Should have named black on this one, but I didn't. Have seen that Dimir Infect deck from 420 Dragon. Does seem sweet. They're going Mole Drifter, Snap Mole Drifter, Mole Drifter Ephemerate, or another Snap. They're going off here with Snap Moledy. Jeez, it's pretty gross. Could have left up Bolt, but I think I like the line that I took. It wasn't like guaranteed that they were going to do anything crazy like this by any means. And Utopia Sprawl, 7 cards in hand. Ugh. Don't like that. I don't even have any creatures to attack it yet. I think I'm fine to play Manor Gate, pass. Name black. Can flashback Edict at some point, just leave me at Bolt. If they just try to go for Ephemerate right now, I can try to stop it. We're in a bad position though, for sure. Get some Pyroblast post board. I doubt this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. I think we're dead here. So this is just Rainbow Fams. One of Raptor's pet decks. We are not winning this game. Raptor says, I don't have the kill yet, but I let you know when I do. I saying basically know the list, but I may stick around. See a few cards. Raptor's a really, really fast player, so don't think there's basically any chance Raptor's gonna time out. You can see how quickly he plays. We'll be going game 2 here in a second. Let's think about sideboarding. Definitely bringing in all the Pyroblasts. the 2 relics. That's probably it. Not exactly sure what we're going to take out yet. Maybe the Arms of Adar, just some of the slower stuff. I don't think we need Weather the Storm. I'm not sure we really want to cut Owlbears or really the removal spells. I know they have a lot of value, but we do, I think, want to keep in all the Edicts. Edicts can actually be pretty reasonable against them. Yeah, Raptor's really, really fast. They said, okay, now I got it. So it can play it out though, no biggie. Ghostly Flicker on these two, snap. And then Archaeomancer back, snap. Then snap. Now they're making 3, 4, 5. Storm count 30 right now, by the way. They're just cycling through. Oh, now they're drawing their deck with Snap, Ghostly Flicker, Archaeomancer, Muldrifter. Because they're making like infinite mana. And then they can just either make us draw cards or pass the turn with a huge board and multiple counter spells up, I think is the line. The 2 relics goes a long way along with the triple Hydroblast. Just a little flooded this game and we were a little bit too slow. Okay, let's just concede. They're gonna beat us. We have 4 lands in hand. Their board is already just way too big, and they can make infinite mana and then just Ghostly Flicker infinite. GG, GG. So let's bring in these. Cannonade, I don't even think Cannonade's that good. It doesn't actually kill that much, and it's pretty slow. Weather the Storm. Also, don't know if we actually need Gatekeeper Vine. It doesn't. They're not really attacking into it or playing removal spells. It draws a Basilisk Gate, but it's a little clunky. I think I do want all the removal. I think I do want Guardian as well. Can provide just a way to win. Oh, I think I also bring in Multani's Decree. Because they have so many enchant lands that I can just kill all those. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And then we can side out like some of more of the slow stuff. Jewel Thief is so. I mean, it's just another threat. I don't really want to cut any more creatures. I think I'll try it like this. It's actually a lot of good sideboard here. All right, let's try it. All right, we're on the play. Double Basilisk Gate opener. I gotta ship it. This hand's also not very good, but I have to keep. Put back one of our 3 of a kind Owlbears here. And go Cliffgate name red, pass. We'll Cliffgate name black, pass, and then Jewel Thief on 3, hopefully Owlbear on 4. And that's all we can do. I guess I want double green. Because I just drew a black source. I'll actually play. I'll probably play Basilisk Gate. Ooh. Drew that 1 card too late to play next turn, but I can cast it off the treasure, but I'm probably still casting Owlbear. We'll see. Jewel Thief, go. Because Owlbear is just, it draws a card and it's just more damage. We can get this down later. 4/4 trample is kind of what we want though. I think a good way to win this matchup is Multani's Decree, Pyroblast. Multani's Decree, let's go. That would be sick. Ooh, Relic is really good too. Now I can actually go Relic, pump Basilisk Gate, hit for 6, leave up Relic with Treasure Token. I could also just go play Relic, play Guardian to the Guild Pack, but I could just easily get killed next turn if I don't leave up Relic, so I think I have to. I don't know if playing an extra 2 power is really going to matter. I can just pump for 3 power this turn, leave up Treasure. Hit for 6, pass. Seagate Oracle, you got it. Untap land, I can play Owlbear. If I draw a tap land or something, I can play Guardian, leave up Relic, or pump. Multani's Decree, probably our best draw still. Just take them down, multiple mana and fixing. Okay, tap land. I think I just attack, see if they chump, and then play Guardian, leave up Relic. That's what I'm going to do. Cliffgate, needing black. Guardian. Okay. It's kind of nice just to get Guardian down as well, because then we just have this unblockable source of damage. It might be kind of tough for them to combo through Relic, but it's certainly possible. They're destroying the Relic. Never mind. Return to nature, huh? It's an interesting choice. Snap Seagate, just to try to keep going. Another snap. They don't have a cost reducer yet, but they're still going off because their lands produce so much mana. It's kind of the Rainbow Fams thing, and there's the cost reducer. No extra play, though. That's nice. I mean, I'm just supposed to go pump Basilisk Gate here. Attack with both. Try to put them on a 2-turn clock. And then pretend like I have a spell to interact, but I don't. They're down to 6, and we have a Guardian that can have 6 power, so they have to win right now. They can certainly do that, though. They have 5 cards left. Molly D? Oh, Archaeomancer back snap. I guess return to nature they can keep getting back. So this is infinite mana right now. But that doesn't mean they have the win yet. Making just infinite blue. Man, we really just needed more removal. Seagate. Still making mana. Compulsive. They're just drawing so many cards. I think their chance to miss here is low. They said, okay, I got it. Okay, looks like we went down. So they have Ghostly Flicker now to draw the deck. GG's. GG's as always. Good luck in the rest. Oops. That was closer. We just didn't really draw the interaction that we needed. They said sweet gate deck. Thanks a lot. Gates got me good on mono blue. I'm going to say still exploring the gate possibilities. They said card seems to have a ton of possibilities. Right at the same time, I said still exploring the possibilities. All right, let's get on with it. Hey, thanks. Yeah, sporting the tank today. But I was like almost gonna be like, should I put a shirt on? And I was like, I'll just run with it. That was a fun one. We kind of got destroyed by Raptor. Raptor's really strong though. No shame in losing to them. Let's go. Let's go round two, shall we? Let's agenda them out. All right. Welcome to round two against Tyrex. It's funny. Straight to play first. Yes. Hmm. We have two gates and triple removal spell. I think we should just keep. We need to draw lands, but we have 24 lands plus two gate creeper vines. So we have 22 lands plus the two vines left. So we can actually do. We actually have a reasonable chance to keep hitting land drops here. And if we miss a couple, we might be able to stabilize with these edicts depending on the matchup we're facing. Opponent seems to be debating if they're going to keep. They mulligan to 6. Nelson Oliver, what's up? So 0-1 in the league, but you can't base any success off one match against Raptor, where the combo matchup for these type of Jund decks is you're gonna struggle a little bit. So I named red on this one, and I'll probably name green on Black Dragon Gate. Nice. Looks like it's just burn. Should have a reasonable post-board matchup against burn because we have a triple Weather the Storm in the sideboard, one main. This is the second match I played with the deck ever, so a little too early to say. But like I was saying, I think our post-board matchup should be good. Hitting a land there is massive. We're taking 6, and they have 3 cards in hand. We need them to really draw more creatures into our removal this game, and we have to continue to hit land drops. So we're in a pretty bad spot for game 1, but we have, you know, we go up to 4 weather post board against straight burn. That's really, really good. Don't think we can bring in Decree. If we saw like multiple curses, we could consider it, but I don't think we want to. I think I'm actually going to save the Terminate and just Chainer's Edict this. Just use my sorcery speed removal. Really want them to just continue to play creatures. I think that gives us the best chance. Sure, they could play some type of haste creature, but I still think it's better to do it this way. Lands and Weather the Storms are our best draws. Okay, I have black, green, green, red. So I guess I just get second black source for my edicts and my removal spells. Untap land, I can cast Owlbear. But again, we really just need to find Weather the Storm here. They would away a land. Could end up being a little greedy depending on what happens. Pop a spike, we go to 7. Could easily be dead next turn as well. Weather? Guardian. We've drawn this in like the most awkward spots where we don't have lands, and then all our gates are already named colors. But I think that's fine. I mean, we're just not really functioning here. We need more lands potentially in the deck. Swiss Spear, okay. Again, I just want to see them continue to play creatures, so that means they're not playing burn spells. I guess I'll terminate rather than cast down because this is easier to cast, and the can't be regenerated or multicolor aspect of terminate doesn't matter in this matchup. All right, now we name white. Pass the turn. Untap land, I still cast. I go for boarding party actually because I could boarding party into weather the storm. But bolt into fire blast kills us here. Yeah, that's why I have the one terminate because I'm scared of opposing guardians. But I also have 4 edicts. All right. They could fire blast me in response here, but I'm gonna try to find the weather. It's probably the worst, one of the worst hits in our deck, other than Chainer's Edict or Wrath. But that'll happen in this version. We have to attack. I don't think we can just sit here and do nothing. If they go Swiss Spear into Bolt, then so be it. Searing Blaze, Bolt. Okay. I think we're supposed to lose game one, and our draw was just a little bit too awkward there. We were stuck with the removal spells that we just never could cast, so that was unfortunate. All right. Triple Weather coming in. Arms. Cannonade. I could bring in one Decree just in case, but I do risk it being a completely dead card. Like, what? Best case scenario, I kill 2 curses. Worst case, or like medium cases, I kill 1 curse, gain 2. It's not good enough. I could just try to beat curse with quad weather the storm plus pressure. Keeping all my removal except for my wraths inside out my 7-drop, one of my 7-drops. This seems good. I don't think Grudge is worth, no. If they're like spending time blood tokening, that's just giving us more time. But bringing in Ancient Grudge is just asking for trouble if they don't happen to have blood. They don't have that many ways to make blood. Just Epicure, really. We're on the play. We again only have 2 lands, and they're both tap lands. If we draw untapped land with this hand, it's good. Otherwise, it's a little bit slow. And like, if we don't draw land, we have turn 3 Gatecreeper Vine, play another tap land. It's not very good. I think I'm going to mulligan. I'm just going to try for a more streamlined hand, maybe one that has Weather the Storm. I'm just going to mulligan again. If we had Weather the Storm in that last hand, yeah, I would have kept, but I think with 2 tap lands, a Gatecreeper, we don't have any turn 2 play there. I just don't think we want to do that. Okay, well, this is a lot better than either of our other hands. So let's put back Owlbear and cast down. Because I want to keep all my lands. And Gatecreeper Vine is a land. So let's do that. And then let's go Manor Gate, name red. I'm playing the green gate because if I draw untapped land, I could just play this. And I want to name red because I might want to bolt on too. I was going to say, if they play Epicure, maybe I don't bolt that, but Swiss Spear I'll bolt. Okay, so we have green, red. I can go black, green here, I suppose. And then we can go, I don't know, green, black again or something. Red, green. I could get another, I could go like, let's see, I want green, red. I guess I want black, red. I don't need that many red sources. I don't know if it really matters. Green, red. I don't want to name green, black because then I have triple green source. I'll just name green, black with this one, and then we'll see. Are they just stuck on one land? No. I think I'll just leave up Weather the Storm next turn. Now it's tempting to not do that because I can go Gate Creeper Vine, get Bathless Gate, play tap land, threaten a Commodore next turn, but I'm already at 13 and they have 4 cards. I'm just going to leave up Weather. I think I'm just going to name black or red. Just so I have really good mana across all my lands. Suspend Riftbolt and play nothing. Okay, well this is fine because I can just go Gate Creeper Vine and then leave up Weather the Storm on their turn. Worst case, I'm going to Weather gain 6. So let's go Gate Creeper Vine, get Bathless Gate, play it. It's actually a pretty sick Gate Creeper Vine here. Again, we know they're going to Riftbolt here. So at least minimum, this is going to be a gain 6. I'm going to plan to play it during their end step. And hopefully they fire off some more spells here. But if they don't, I still need to play it because I need to tap out for Commodore next turn. Gain 6 still isn't too bad. I get punished every time I wait too long on Weather the Storm. So I don't want to go too low here. Sure, we could die to like triple Bolt Fire Blast or something, but I just need to play it before I get too low and while it's relatively mana efficient. And Monarch is just going to be great on this board. Pulse from Rasa also fantastic. They like Searing Blaze this, I can Pulse gain 6. If they kill either of my creatures, I can. Owlbear, okay. Not terrible. Pulse is obviously a great draw. There's the aforementioned Curse. 3 cards in hand, we're at 16 though. So we're in a good spot. Another Basilisk Gate. All right, I'm going to just start by attacking for 5. See if they kill it. If they don't, I'll just play Owlbear. And then next turn, we're threatening double pump with Basilisk Gate, potentially for lethal. Because we have all gates in play. So now this draw is feeling a little bit better. And we're going to draw an additional card from Monarch again. This card's strong. It's just a really quick clock where you don't usually get that in Pauper. Riftbolt, suspended. Okay. We go to 14. So we have 5 gates. That's plus 10. That's like super lethal. If I just pump plus 5, I have not lethal. So I have to go for double pump. Sick. Hey, Nikki, thanks for the sub. Really appreciate that. Love seeing that sub gif every time. I could also go, I kind of like this line, single pump on Commodore, because then if they want to lightning bolt Commodore, they can, right? And then if they don't lightning bolt it right now, then I can just pump again, kill. And if they lightning bolt it right now, I just don't go for second pump, and then I just pull some Marasa back Commodore right now to not die, attack for 4, kill next turn. That's actually a brilliant line. Come on, that is a brilliant line. I'm kind of proud of that one because yeah, now they can't kill this. They could double bolt or fire blast Owlbear, but then we're probably not going to die if that's the case too. So I think going for the pump on the Commodore was actually really smart because if they are going to try to survive, they have to kill that at that point, and then I could pull to kill in 2 turns and gain 6. Sweet. What was that? Little turn 6 win with casting a Weather the Storm. We're on the draw. Do I want 1 Multani's Decree? I think 1 Dino is probably fine. I think I'm just going to run it back. Again, we really just want to draw our Weathers, and we want them to draw all their creatures. Okay, let me explain that again. Because if I just pump Owlbear, sure, they're not going to go for the double removal spell on Owlbear. But if I if I pump the this hand is pretty crazy actually. But if I pump the 5/2 and they kill it, because okay, this is why. This is a better explanation. If I just go pump on Owlbear attack, they just go Bolt Commodore, they survive at 1. Because then I would have only hit for 14. They were at 15. But if I pump Commodore and they kill it, then I can choose to not use the second gate activation and go Pulse of Marasa back Commodore, gain 6, hit for 4 down to 11. Then next turn I can just double pump Owlbear. But if I just leave the Commodore at 2, they can just use 1 bolt to kill it. And that's a little more risky. Okay. We're on the draw here. We have 23 lands in the deck. Let's do a little math. Let's get the hypergeometric going. I want to know my odds. All right. So I like doing these actually. Our population size is 53. Number of success in the population, we have 23 lands left in the deck. No Gatekeeper Vine because we have 2 of those in hand. Our sample size, we essentially have 2 chances because we're on the draw. We're going to draw a land, or we're going to draw a card on our first turn, and then on our second turn, we have to hit a land out of one of those 2. So our sample size is 2. We need 1 land, so our number of success is 1. We have a 68.4% chance to draw land. I feel like that's high enough. I feel like that's just enough. Almost 70%, and then we have double weather, double Gatekeeper Vine to continue to hit land drops. I'm just going to keep this. This seems great to me. Sure, if we miss, we lose, but if we hit, we win, and 70% chance. I like it. Sorry, the list is on AetherHub because Stream Decker does not have the gates still for some reason. And we hit untapped land. Let's go. Never tell me the odds.
It's a trap!
Alright, Chain Lightning us. Attack for 1. Alright. Could I die next turn? Maybe. But I'm at 12. I feel like it's pretty unlikely. If they go land, bolt, 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 fire blast, that's enough. But they have to have pretty much exactly that. So I think I go Heap Gate. I guess I can go Basilisk Gate, Gate Creeper Vine, get Forest. Then next turn, I want to play Gate Creeper as a blocker as well. So I have 1 more. Could also just leave up Weather this turn. That might be the safer play. Because they're going to play some spells, most likely. Kind of like Gate Creeper, just get Forest. I'm going to do it. Because then next turn I could, worst case, go Explore into Weather. Gain 6. So I have 2 green sources. Gate Creeper, get Forest. It's not a line we're going to take that often. Playing the O2 because we actually want it on this board rather than exploring on 2. Lava Spike. I think if they let me on tap, I'm going Explore into Weather. I think that's the safest line because otherwise it's too risky. I'm at too low of a life total. If I pass, they're going to pass back. Then I have to go for Weather. It's just everything can kind of just start to fall apart here. So let's just go Explore, play 2 lands. I don't think I need the second Basilisk Gate quite yet. Gain 6. Then next turn, worst case, I can gain 6 again by going Gate Creeper into Weather. So kind of just doing it here. Curse, that's fine. That is just not scary at all. They have 2 cards in hand. I'm at 11. I can actually triple spell here. Or I can go play Commodore tap land, which I think I kind of like. Is there any way I die? I think there is, because I'm essentially at 10, and they could just go Bolt, Bolt, Fire Blast. But if I go Explore, Gatecreeper, Weather, gain 9, I feel like I can't lose from that position. I should just do that. I need to get another forest with Gatecreeper to have triple green, but I feel like it's worth it. Start on Explore. Gatecreeper, get forest. Oh, I thought I misclicked there on a tap land for a second. I was about to be really annoyed. Gain 9. I feel like just going up to 20 here is just safer. We're gonna have a pretty quick clock with these 5/2s plus gates. Plus, we're gonna be drawing some extra cards anyway. I just don't want to take any risk there, and they just concede to the weathers plus Basilisk Gates. That was sweet. Gate Creeper Vine, both of them fetching forests. Pretty funny, but that's what we needed. Played a ton of green spells there. Nice. 1-1 beating Burn. Like I said, post board matchup's got to be a lot better with 4 Weather the Storm, and we drew some of them. So we ended up getting there against Burn. Let's go round 3, shall we? All right, we're 1-1 now. We're against I Will Eat Your Grandma. They're on the mulligan to 6. We are too. We have a filter land, but that's not good enough with only 2 lands in our hand. I kind of want another land in the deck, or maybe 2 more, but I just don't know if you can really afford to do that. Man, this hand is pretty bad. We're on the draw. If I put back Dino, my hand is land, explore, uncastable bolt, 5-drop, 6-drop. They mulligan, I'm gonna mulligan again. Okay, this is our best hand for sure. This hand's honestly kind of sick. We're on 5 cards. They're on 5. I think putting back Owlbear is pretty easy. I don't know what I Will Eat Your Grandma plays. Wolf Tribal. Keeping the Guardian is actually kind of sick, because then I can just explore into Guardian and then just start gating it. I'm gonna do it. If I can name white with one of my gates, no problem. Thank you, Run the Trap. Somebody gets it. Looks like Burn again. So let's just name. We want to get a red source in, but we also need a green source. So I'll just name Cliffgate on green red. Sure. Seems reasonable. Turn 2. Oh, we actually need another untap land to Guardian on 3. I was thinking about keeping the. Oh, wow, this might be hot dogs. Watch they just kill us on turn 2. It's definitely possible. Unlikely, though. Unlikely. That is true. That did happen. Okay, so we have red green. We have a black source now as well. So I think I'm gonna go play Heapgate, play Explore, play Manorgate, name white. And then play a Guardian. Ooh. That would have been good. One draw step earlier. We could have just edicted this turn. Now we're taking a bunch of extra damage. Opponent only with 3 cards in hand though, so we might just be fine. Name white, pass the turn. This is like what I wanted my 5-color deck, my 5-color Castilla deck to be. I think I'm actually safe enough to just play Guardian here. It's just so much more mana efficient. I guess they could. I guess they could have a big trampling Swiss Sphere, but I think it's worth the risk because I can kill this next turn. I get my Guardian down early. It just seems worth it to me. Keep drawing this card. Not necessarily a bad thing by any means. See, now if they're going like multiple mutagenics into TBR, kill us, sure, it's annoying, but again, that's pretty unlikely. And if they don't kill us this turn, we have double removal spell for next turn. Or no, we only have one black source. Oh, now we have two. That's nice. I think I probably do want to leave up cast down. I don't need to play this top land gate. So I can just go. Yeah, I can play the gate next turn. They could have another Swift Spear easily, so I think I should do this. Chainer's Edict you. I mean, they could draw another Swift Spear. If they had one, they probably would have played it. Then I'm going to attack for 2, pass with cast down up. Neither of our gates produce black, but we have this filter land. Faithless Looting. 3 mana, Flashback Looting. Okay. At least it's not Reckless Impulse. Video will be up on YouTube channel tomorrow, so you can always catch it then. Bolt is actually a pretty good draw. Let's just get another red source, I suppose, because we're going to have... Yeah, let's get another red source. I like our position, actually, now. Opponent with 3 cards in hand, but we have double removal spell, plus any extra land we can flashback Chainer's Edict. It's going to be kind of hard for them to win here, actually. Because they need Kiln Fiend plus protection, plus double protection, plus lethal somehow. And then I can just not attack with Guardian too. And I have the Chainer's Edict. There's the Kiln Fiend. And another Kiln Fiend. Alright, I'm just going to try to kill both of them. They could have a mutagenic, but I'm going for it. It's not getting any better, you know? Nice. Nice. This allows us to cast Chainers as well. So that gets us up to 7 mana sources total, even if one's Lotus Petal. Plus, now we have 5 power. So we're just in a fantastic position. Ooh, there's the Reckless Impulse, but 2 bad hits. That's unfortunate. Manamorphose. Should be pretty much locked up. Even if they play a Kiln Fiend, crash through. 2 cards in hand, 1 mana, pass. Nice. Oh, let's do it. We don't know what it's going to be, but...
Hold on. You have a choice. You can have the boat or the mystery box.
What, are you crazy? We'll take the boat.
No, not so fast, Lois. A boat's a boat, but the mystery box could be anything. It could even be a boat. You know how much we've wanted one of those.
Then
the
let's
box.
just...
We'll take the box.
Oh man, we missed on the box. Now we can't even cast Chainer's Edict. But we do have lethal here. So they have to like play Kiln Fiend, then play spells to survive. They're gonna haste it? Oh no, they're ancestral angering it. Okay. Scared me. Scared me. Oh, was there a turn I could have used heap? Did I miss using a heap? That could have actually ended up being huge. Oh, we hit boarding party into Chainer's Edict. Nice. Okay. Well, this should be a pretty reasonable matchup. I think weather is actually not bad. Arms of Adar and Fiery Cannonade are interesting. I just don't think they're quite good enough. sure they're really good situationally, but they're really bad, like, at the wrong time. Just side like this. I was thinking we should bring in Weather the Storm. It's possible that we should have a couple Hydroblasts in the sideboard because it's good against Burn, it's good against Hot Dogs, and we can just bring it in against other random red decks, like bring in 1 or 2 copies of Hydro against like Is It Fae or something. Hydro and Pyro are just some of the best cards in Pauper, so it's good to put them in your sideboard when you can. Don't think we want Relic. I think 1 Dino is probably fine. We could bring in 1 Relic over the Dino, but I think I'm just gonna try it like this. It's good to have some beefers at the top end. Could cut like an Owl Bear for a Relic, but again, I don't know if we want to do that. We want ways to win that are kind of hard to interact with. Opponent snap mulligan to 6, but I think we actually have to mulligan this hand. We have no removal spells and just essentially 6 land. I just need to see removal. I guess I have to keep this. Just put back a 5-drop, keep all my lands in my Commodore, hope to draw more removal. It's a pretty sick mountain, good choice. So I think I can actually Black Dragonate name green because I have a mountain. If I need to bolt on 2, I will. When I first built the mana base, I had 2 of the JUND like fetch land basically, the gains one. I can't play another untap land here. Let's see if they're F6'd. Looks like they're not. Don't like this. Wow, nice. I still like playing this, I think, on black-green. Uh-oh, we need removal. And we miss. Definitely not going to F6. Crasher. Okay. But having the back that fetch land, it would be decent to have like 1 or 2 of them, but I added the heap gates instead. I think that's better. 3 cards in hand for the opponent. Make a treasure. Guess I'm just playing Owlbear. Playing this gives them the Monarch basically, and we have to chump, so then we can't really take the Monarch back. Could just do nothing, but I think that's worse than just playing this. It draws us a card, gives us a blocker for Killing Fiend. We can play Commodore next turn potentially. This is such a gate stream. Uh-oh, Manamorphose. Yeah. I actually do like Brute Force a lot, but they don't have the best stock of cards. They're sold out of a lot of stuff all the time, unfortunately. All right. That's 27 trample. I can only block 4, so we just die. Unfortunate. Okay. Okay. We got hot dogs. We had no Chainer's Edict, no weather, no nothing. Let's run it back. We have a fair amount of removal spells. Plus, if they go for like just a barely lethal attack, we can weather the storm to survive and they play a bunch of spells. All right, we'll keep this. Kind of risky, but I think we should keep. We have a cast down, we have double weather, we have explore to draw a card. Kind of has most of what we need. It's named black because we have a black card in hand that we really want to cast. Swiss Spear. I wonder if I even kill this. Kind of want to just play explore this turn. I think I'm going to. Okay. So I have green, black, green. Can go red, black. With this one, suppose that's fine. Faithless looting. Maybe they're trying to hit lands. Lava Dart, Festival Crasher. They don't have a land, they're in trouble. Wow, and we draw Bolt on top of that. I'm trying to decide if I can not Bolt the Swiss Spear. I think with Lava Dart in the yard, it's way too greedy. I guess I'm just going Jewel Thief, Bolt, Cliffgate, and then leave up like Double Weather next turn. Jewel Thief, pretty sweet card. 2 mana, 3/2 Vigilance Trample here. Fixes our mana. Can ramp you in a lot of situations. Let's name white with this, I think, because I have black, black, green, green, 1 red source. I don't think I need double red. I want to be able to cast Guardian if I draw it, though. Bolt. Oh, Ancestral Anger. They hit a land, sure. Alright, let's go black, red. Attack. If they play a creature here, I think I might just go weather, weather. Then I gain 15 life. Could just wait on them for the turn they go for a combo and just go for cast down right now. It's probably better. I can gain more than that. I'm not in a rush. Nice. That's pretty funny. We'll see if it's good enough. I could have gone single weather, but I figured I should just wait. Maybe that was wrong. Go up to 32. There's Heatgate. I could have just played 1 weather right there as well, but I think this is fine. Nerdy Steve with laughing. Nice one. We might not be winning. Removal spell. Oh, I forgot to use gate. Oh no. I don't think it'll matter. Because we have another Weather the Storm if they play a bunch of spells somehow. Let's attack. This is pretty funny. We can also block these Kiln Fiends. I know they can have mutagenics and stuff. They have 7 cards. Manamorphose. You just knew they were going to lead on Manamorphose. Every spell gives them 6 power. They can only TBR once, most likely. They have a Lava Dart in the yard as well. They're at 8, though. I'm going to try to block both Killing Fiends. Reckless Impulse. See if they hit a land. They do not. Double Apostle's Blessing. They might go no attack. They don't attack. Do I gain 9? I don't think so. I can just gain 9 next turn. And I tap the Heapgate to not make a treasure. I'm really bad. So bad with Heapgate. Now I know though. I've messed up twice. Gotta watch myself a little bit more. They go to 2. Bolt for the win. Owlbear. Okay. They have double blessing. So we can't block. All we can do is weather the storm. Actually, they can't cast it because they're at 2. That was a huge brick. Yeah, I should have known this. Because this was what I was actually really excited about this card in the 5-color Cascade Brew, but wasn't meant to be. They cannot cast Blessing unless they Manamorphose white mana, but then they're just not going to have enough mana to do stuff. So we should be able to block. Ancestral Anger. Crash through. They have 2 mana remaining. It's not that much mana. They concede. Nice. Whew, that was risky. And there's the Basilisk Gate. Basilisk Gate would have been good to win a turn earlier. Okay, 2-1. Beating 2 red decks. Seems like the right place to be. Losing to combo, beating 2 red decks when we have 4 Weather the Storm in our 75 seems about right. Let's go round 4. All right, 2-1. His hand is again pretty awkward. I think we should keep it though. We're on the draw, so we have more draw steps to draw more lands. We have Explorer. Are we against Pawns and we have a 2-lander? Please no. Could be against I would actually rather play against Boggles because we have 4 Chainer's Edicts. Green red. We have a Swamp. We could top deck a Chainer's Edict. Looks like Boggles. It is. Okay. Chainer's Edict 1 time. Ask and ye shall receive. Not so much. We have 4 in the deck. So I have green, red, I have black. I don't know if I need second red even. I could just block white. Can't block this anyway. Her Boggles matchup should be so good. Double Decree, Quad Edict, double arms, Cannonade, Fumes. That's so much stuff. Watch, we're still just going to get run over because that's what Boggles does. I think I'm fine to name white here. I think I just have good enough mana that I can afford to do so. I can cast all my spells. I even have a Jewel Thief. I can also consider playing Commodore next turn because sure, they're going to take the Monarch, but then I get to draw 1 extra card. I can potentially take the Monarch back with Commodore. And I just need to find Edict to win. We'll see what they do. This deck has been super fun to play. Immune. Why would you add this mana? Because they know they're going to spend it anyway, but that just can't be right. Because now what if they wanted to go Abundant Growth on Plains, play a green spell, they can't. There's no reason to have to float there. I need to draw cards. I could Jewel Thief, because then I could Boarding Party into Edict next turn if I draw untapped land. If they take the Monarch, they're only drawing a card on end step anyway. I mean, they're going to take the Monarch. I'm just going to do it. I get to draw a card guaranteed. I mean, if we don't draw Edict, or if they play another creature, we're probably just going to lose this game 1. But that kind of seems to be a theme with this deck, huh? Our game 1's not that good, but our games 2 and 3 get a lot better a lot of the time. Classic Jund. Not a creature. Alright, it's not lethal either. So we need to draw Edict. Top card has to be Edict. One time. One time.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
Oh, it worked. It worked. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Easy believe. Easy believe. Wait a second. They didn't attack? I didn't even realize they didn't attack. Sick. So this is another red source. I don't know what I want. I guess another black source. They didn't even take the Monarch. They don't have. They have one fewer card, and we're still at 14. I think they like have a very low chance to win from here now. Wow. I've had some better Tron top decks, but that was really nice. Okay, they still have a 4/4. It has first strike, but I can just play an Owlbear, leave up Bolt. Oh no, I can't leave up Bolt, but I'm still playing Owlbear. Land? Nice. Black. Black, black. Red, red. I have one white source. I have plenty of green sources. Because I'll just get another black source. We draw one more card. Watch us still lose here, but any untapped land, we can flashback Edict. We don't have Decree in the deck, but we can Boarding Party next turn. We also have one copy of Weather the Storm to find. That top deck was so sick. Sick. That was just so sick. Okay, they have a 9/9 first strike, and oh man, this is bad. 13/11. Okay, so I'm just taking it going to 1. I have 5, 9, 12, 15. So just lethal them. I could also Boarding Party for the overkill. Let me just double check. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'd rather just bolt them, I think. If anything weird happens, I can just Chainer's Edict. I don't know. Wow. Just in time. The old border bolt froze and it didn't want to give us the win that quickly. It knew we earned that one. Alright. Fumes, Arms of Adar, and Decree all coming in. Weather the Storm is reasonable as well, because I think our targeted removal spells are bad. Bolt is okay because it can go face and clean up the small stuff. Pulse of Morass is pretty bad. They're not really killing our stuff. Just not going to be able to cast it that quickly at all. Could just have one Weather the Storm because it's really not that great. Pyroblast is a little iffy, even though you can Pyroblast Boggle, which is always a fun one, but I think we rely just on Edict, Multani's Decree, and all of our Wraths. Just don't need to change too much. Just want to make sure to function well here. Multani's Decree is a really sick one. Sure, you need to get up to 4 mana, but most of the time you want to wait for your Tranquility effect anyway. So as long as you get to 4 mana, this helps you stabilize, because you saw in that game we dealt with their huge threat, but then they rebuilt. So gaining 10 or something is pretty nice, especially if you were about to die. Thanks, Marty B. All right. That was an incredible one. This league has been so sick, honestly. We got crushed by Raptor, which is totally fine. Kind of a bad matchup for Jund. And then that was such a sick top deck. We had two good matches against the red decks. Just a really, really fun league to showcase. Really happy that I decided to jam this deck today. Let's go game two. All right, game two against Boggles. They're on the mulligan to 6. We're going to be on a mulligan as well. We have the Decree, but we only have 1 land. Easy mull. This one's a little bit more reasonable, but I think I just mull again. I know we have still, the same chance. We have like a 68.4% chance to draw a land by turn 2. But I still think this is just not good enough, because if we hit 1 land, we're not necessarily like getting out of it if just with an edict. We have a fumes as well, but these 1-landers are just killing me. Now no hate cards, but I think on 5 I have to keep. I don't want to go to 4. I could actually put back a land and keep the owlbear, because I don't think I need this many lands. Because if I put back owlbear and then I draw any land, I'm just like wrecked, basically. It's a bad 5 in this matchup. Oh, I see. You need VODs to be on. It's okay. I'm obviously recording, so I can just clip it myself later. I just thought about making a clip out of that to post, because that was just so sick. For people who don't watch the whole video, that was just so fun. You love to see it. Now are we just never going to draw land, but we're going to draw like double Multani's Decree or something? Plus, I like the art and the name of the card on Multani's Decree. Not sure what the opponent's doing here. Might pause in a second if they're not showing up. Here we go. Untap land. Happy I put back a land. So I'll go green or red here, because I have a black Dragon Gate. Turn 2, I'll probably go Basilisk Gate, Explore, Black Dragon Gate. Okay. Glade Cover. Commune. Rancor. Nice. Just like we drew it up, chat. I don't have double black. I guess I just name black white. I don't think I need double red, and I already have double green, and I can't name double black with this Black Dragon Gate. But that's only relevant for flashing back Chainer's Edict anyway. So I'm probably going to draw another black source before that anyway. Okay, they have an 8/6, but we blow up all their enchantments, gain 10. Seems reasonable. I'll just keep playing gates, I guess. Nice. Rancor. Cycle Ashburns, get planes. Attack for 3. This card's really sick. It just gives you the life buffer you need. Now I can just boarding party next turn. Then the turn after that, just start Basilisk gating. Didn't have any hate. Just drew it. Drew it off the top. That was so lucky in game one. Okay, they have a 5. They're trading? They played a land first as well? I mean, I'll snap trade here. The way I lost is if they like untapped and drew Ancestral Mask or something. But now I probably just can't lose. I'm just gonna play Commodore. Whoops, I should have left up Bolt, but I didn't. It's just a mistake. Top deck a creature. Oh, they had another card in hand? Oh, it's the right card. Duh. Another boarding party. Jewel Thief. Don't mind if I do. Red, black. Then next turn we can just pump one of our tramplers for +5. Can bolt this, or I can just bolt them. I don't need to though, because all I have up is my Lotus Petal. I guess I could also just boarding party. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. +5 trample is better though. So I'll just explore. Non-gate land, sure. I guess I can also, if they chump here, then they could block here. They're gonna block here anyway. I think it's better to just not bolt because they're probably just gonna block here and then take 13, go to 1, or chump, and then I just bolt them. Because they could go block here, but they don't do it, yeah. That was just too tempting for them. Nice. Three and 1. See if we can 4-1 this thing with JUND. JUND Gates. Let's go round 5. All right. Welcome to round 5. We're against Rough Rider 17. I'm going to keep this hand. We're on the draw. This is a 2-land hand again. So we have a pretty reasonable chance to draw lands. We have Double Explore. We have Chainer's Edict. Let's go green, black. Drawing Cliffgate was perfect. Now we just need to continue to draw lands here. Looks like we could be up against Jeskai Ephemerate. They have Cleansing Wildfire. We have Explorer. It's a downside for us. But we do have Gates. Yeah, Basilisk Gate's pretty gate card. Ooh, is Grixis Affinity. Okay. We don't have actually that much hate for this matchup. We have a little bit. Our hand is really good here, though. Drawing land was huge. Gate draw. All right. Green, black. I want another green source. We're on the draw here, though, so I feel like we're kind of just behind. Cabal Therapy would be a pretty sick card. It might just enable some more broken combo stuff, but I mean, it can hate on combo too, so. Cabal Therapy is just so fun to play with. I would love to play with it. They went Thoughtcast and nothing else. I mean, they went tap land, but I'm fine with this. So I think I'm gonna go explore, leaving up Manor Gate. Just deciding, is there any chance I want to leave up Heap Gate? I think I'd rather just play tap land. Alright, I'm just gonna play double tap land here. I have red. Don't really need another red source. I have black, black. I could even have another green source too. Have another red source in hand. Black, white. And then green, black, I guess. That's triple black. And then I have double red next turn, I guess. Okay. Then next turn we can play like Owl Bear plus Basilisk Gate. And then if we draw another Basilisk Gate, we can just try to start going to town. Okay, nice. Opponent's draw is pretty bad here. I think I like Jewel Thief plus Edict. Saves me a lot of life. And if I go Owlbear, I can't cast Chainer's Edict. I'm 1 mana short. I only have 6 mana here. I guess I lead on. It doesn't really matter. I'll just lead on Chainer's Edict. Chainer's is so good when you can often flash it back. It's just so strong. Not only is it just a clean 2-for-1, answers anything, and deals with like random stuff like hexproof. The downside is obviously it's bad against token and go wide strategies, but it's still just a really strong card. Oh, you want Veteran Explorer plus Cabal Therapy? That'd be interesting. Galvablast the Jewel Thief right now. I'm fine with that. Take them down an artifact as well. I mean, I probably would have Basilisk gated at some point. Probably next turn I would have. They probably have multiple Gallop Blasts in hand, is my guess. Alright, start Owlbear. Ooh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm just gonna Dino. Why not? Sure, let's go. We've just drawn pretty well. Counterspell targeting the Dino. And then let the Monarch resolve? Do they think they can take the Monarch or something? That's Incredible Greed. They can bolt the Commodore, but I drew an extra card now. I'm gonna draw. They're not gonna take the Monarch next turn. Deadly Dispute right now. I know they don't have a clean answer to Dino, but their line of giving me the Monarch makes no sense to me. If they play one creature, I can just Chainer's Edict it. I could maybe play. Can I play double Owlbear? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm 1 mana short. So they could have another counter spell. We'll see what we draw here. That's Gate. Kind of want to go to main 2 to see if they're F6. If they have second counter, which they could easily have, flashing back Chainer's Edict's pretty bad for me because then they just attack, take the Monarch. I see what they're doing. I see what they're doing. All right, let's go Owlbear. I could just have Gallop Blast or something. Ooh, Boarding Party is a really good one, actually. play Basilisk Gate and plan to just make a treasure here. I could also draw an instant speed removal spell like a Cast Down or a Terminate. Galv Blast. Or another Deadly Dispute. Deadly Dispute away the treasure. If they let me, I'm going to chump. And then I can Boarding Party plus Basilisk Gate the Boarding Party next turn. Probably only have like 4 Galv Blast, maybe a Cast Down in their deck. But they're the really controlling version, which I think is better for us than the standard build. And to definitely block here, protect the Monarch. And then we'll just heap gate here. Monarch is like all that really matters. If I have to keep chumping with my cantripping creatures, that's fine. While I have the Monarch. Ooh, another way to take it is actually kind of some nice safety. Let's play Heap Gate. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. So I can actually cast both of these. Let's start on boarding. I can't Boarding Party plus double Basilisk Gate anyway. Boarding Party. Into Owlbear, nice. Chainers? No, not quite. I guess I shouldn't have played land before that. Thought I needed to. They could have Metallic Rebuke, but the counterspell version I feel like doesn't usually play Metallic Rebuke. Play another Owlbear and attack for 6. I don't think I needed to go for Basilisk Gate Pump. Jund them out. I think they made an incredibly greedy play of counter the Dino, let the Commodore resolve. Against Jund, that just seems so unlikely to work. Now they kind of have to answer both of these. Oh, they have Cast Down. Okay. So they could answer my Owlbear, take the Monarch, and then stabilize, but then they have to counter this Commodore also, or I can take the Monarch back. Plus, I can just attack and pump. I have so many gates. Alright, they have a Chump Walker. We don't have Trample. And they could have Counterspell here. So they could stabilize, but it's still going to be tough for them. They need like 2 pieces of interaction here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Luckily, we have Commodore. Ooh, Gatecreeper Vine's actually not bad. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Potentially 10 mana. Just lead on Gatecreeper. Play Commodore. Hi, bro. Dog's coming to say goodnight. I guess if they have Counterspell, I'm kind of screwed here. Get another Basilisk Gate. Play Commodore, play Tapland. Guess I'll name Black. Cast Down, nice. I think I upkeep go for Cast Down on Serpent. They have a counter that'll really surprise me. They could have a Deadly Dispute. They they have Reckoner's Bargain, go to 21. But this might be a situation where they don't have another removal spell. They're just gonna die to Basilisk Gate. But they could certainly have another removal spell. I'm just gonna chump with buying here. They usually only play, most of the Grixis lists I've seen only play one cast down. It'd be kind of crazy for them to have two. Second Monarch creature was just so huge. We've just been drawing really well. Play Ichor Wellspring, 2 mana remaining. They have to believe here probably. They basically need cast down. Guardian. It's actually not good in this matchup, but let's see. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, potentially 10 gates. Might as well just go for lethal, right? They need exactly cast down or Gal Blast. Which case they have to respond to the first Basilisk Gate, then I can just Chainer's Edict them, or play Guardian. I'll probably Chainer's Edict. So let's play Basilisk Gate. Try to pump. If this resolves, I'm just going for pump again. They have a cast down, they have a cast down. $25, $22, trample. Not bad. Sweet. 25, 22. Who needs a 20/20 flying when you have a 25, 22 trample? Stole game 1. Let's go. Relics are actually not that bad. Pyroblast might be okay against the controlling version as well. Let's see, these cards are bad. One Weather the Storm is not even that bad, but not sure we really need it. Jewel Thief, while it does a lot of what we want it to do, I think it matches up pretty poorly against what they're doing. I guess Bolt is bad too. So maybe we keep in Jewel Thief. And maybe one Weather. They don't even have Frogmite. They're like the version that's like probably they might have a couple Gurmag Anglers, like one. They usually play like 2 or 3 Serpent or 4 Mirror Enforcers, and they just play like a lot more controlling cards. Like you saw Cast Down, Galvanic Blast, Counterspell. I think Pyroblast is actually good because they're gonna have 4 Counterspell. They're gonna have Thoughtcast and Counterspell, where the normal Affinity decks don't have Counterspell. It just makes Pyroblast so much better. Plus, they're not the aggressive version. That's making me not want Weather the Storm. I like this plan. Bolt just doesn't kill their creatures. And Relic's good specifically against... They're probably still going to have like 1 or 2 copies of Blood Fountain. Plus, Relic just seems kind of annoying. Plus, it cycles. It just seems like it deserves a slot here against like a Grixis control deck. Because that's really what they are. I mean, I'm tempted to keep this. Opponent's just going to mostly be hitting land drops. And the fact that we can just hit land drops and not play into counterspells is pretty nice. Drawing land, not ideal. This might just be a terrible keep. Explore. 5 drop. We don't need to name white. We don't have Guardian in our deck anymore, actually. So just keep naming Jund color with these gates. Opponent's doing it. Whew. But so are we. I think I'm just going to go Ancient Grudge plus tap land. Not really worried about this getting exiled. I'm not going to Ancient Grudge the star. Obviously, great draw. Black, red. Black, green. I have double green. Just have another black, red source, I guess. Then I can name like green, red on this one. Could name like green, blue just to throw them off, but I don't think I need to. I don't think you need that much because your main game plan is to jund them out, just grind. So I don't think you really need the Hexproof creature. And yeah, Guardian does kind of function as that in your deck anyway. So I just don't think you really need it. I think Ancient Grudging the land was definitely worth though. May not even Ancient Grudge that seat, but they also need to cast Counterspell. So yeah, I mean, I'm actually going to. They can Deadly Dispute away seed if they want, but that's fine. It means my Owlbear is resolving also. So definitely should go for it here. Sure, it makes their later Mirror Enforcers be able to resolve a flashback or just play Blue Blast on my flashback Ancient Grudge. Okay. That was a great draw. I can't counterspell this. Then next turn we can Boarding Party, which is also pretty good against counter. The fact that we're just not straight dead, wow, great draw. To this, with the, keeping this 6-land 5-drop hand is pretty nice. And they've used a Blue Blast that could have countered Boarding Party. That's nice. Still gonna play this pre-combat. Wouldn't be surprised if they play a removal spell here. Yeah. Great draw. Creature? Pyroblast. I think I'll cast it. I just don't especially want to draw that right like later if I shuffle somehow. I think it's fine to just cast. Counterspell the Boarding Party, so that was a miss. We had a lot of misses there actually, because we could have hit like any number of removal spells or Chainer's Edicts and that sort of thing. But I think it's still worth it to just go for the Boarding Party. Hope to hit like an Owlbear or, you know, a Monarch creature or something. We should have so much to do here. Yeah, we could run either of those cards. Natural Obsolescence seems pretty decent, but I mean, double Ancient Grudge, Gorilla Shaman's also pretty good hate. Just gonna jam Dino next turn, 100%. Opponent with 3 cards in hand, but a lot of cards on the table. Gurmag. Pulse, great draw. I'm trying to use W a lot more in my play. Which just whenever you hold down W when you're tapping mana, it uses the top ability rather than like, you know, this could be green or the color you chose. But if you hold down W, it just chooses the top option and it allows you to play a little bit faster. So I've been trying to utilize W more, just to play a bit quicker. Plus, it's just kind of nice once I'm starting to get it down. Once you get it down, it's just a little bit easier actually to click through all your stuff. I'm not even gonna flashback this Ancient Grudge on a land. I'm just gonna save it for Mirror Enforcer or something else relevant, I think. But I am just gonna play another Dino next turn. Okay, nice. I could go Owlbear plus Flashback Grudge on Enforcer. Blood Fountain, wow. That's the problem. I could even just Flashback Grudge on the Blood Fountain. I think I'm gonna do that. Because they're gonna get two things back eventually. If I kill Mirror Enforcer, then they can just attack. I probably have to block. I don't really want to go to 10. Then they just Blood Fountain back two things. But if I just grudge that now, why don't I Dino and see what I hit? Seems reasonable. They're looting with blood, so they're probably trying to find counterspell. That's my guess. I could. They have 0 cards in hand right now. Why don't I just see what happens with this Dino? Explore. Not the best hit. Not the absolute worst. Chainer's Edict. They have 1 card in hand. I think I'm supposed to kill Blood Fountain because this represents 2 threats. And then I can go like trade with Gurmag, go to 11, then Chainer's Edict this away, plus play Owlbear next turn. I guess I can do this on their upkeep. I have black, black, black. Guess I'll just get 1 more black. Plenty of green and red. So on their upkeep, do I kill this or do I kill it now? They have no creatures in the yard. They could go like Deadly Dispute, then sack Blood Fountain. I think I just do it now. Just to prevent something weird from happening. I guess they can only attack for 5 with Gurmag. They can't attack with Enforcer because then I can just eat that. Yeah, obviously now I was incorrect. They wouldn't attack with Enforcer into Dino. But now they probably will, because now they can sack Wellspring, ping Dino down, but they don't know that I'm just going to Edict the Angler. And we answered the Blood Fountain, which represents 2 creatures, so we're actually in a reasonable spot, especially with Pulse of Maratha gain 6. Oh, are they going to... They're not going to sack 5 artifacts to kill this, are they? Oh, they drew munitions into Galv Blast. That's pretty frustrating. 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can go Chainer's Edict, flashback Chainer's Edict, then I get pinged for 2, and then I die. Wow. I felt like I got so unlucky here. At least I have enough mana to do all of this. I think I have 10 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have to go Pulse, go to 12. I think I get back Dino. Chainer's Edict you. And then Chainer's Edict you again. Because if I just go Chainers, they just untap and then kill me with munitions. I cannot believe top deck munitions into Galablast. That was brutal. I mean, that's as good as we've been drawing all league. Nobody else is supposed to draw well except for us. Not cool. I have to Pulse for sure to go to 12. Have to Owlbear. If I Chainer's Edict, they're going to just sack Enforcer. Another potential line would be Pulse into Dino, play Dino, or Pulse into Boarding Party, play Boarding Party. But Hmm. How could they have won just by damage? Or we took 9, so they could have just gone. Well, they also didn't know they were going to draw this when they sacked the Ichor Wellspring to ping Dino. And then if they attack with both, they hit us for 5. Then they had 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They didn't do that. So if I go Edict, they sack Enforcer. And then I go Pulse back, Dino, play Owlbear. So then they have a Gurmag Angler. I'm at 12. I have to chump Gurmag with Owlbear, but then I untap and play Dino, or Flashback Chainer's Edict, and I'm at 12. So I'm going to lead my turn on Owlbear. Black, green, mana left. I'll see what I draw. I'm still going to need to pulse this turn, though. Another Chainer's Edict. It's actually a good draw, but again, I can't go Chainers, because then I just died to munitions. So I have to go Heapgate. Chainers U. They can't use munitions right now. And I have to pulse right now. Oh! They're sacking both their creatures to try to kill me, and then I get to pulse, survive. Wow, that's good for me. My opponent confirmed not stream sniping. Pulse back Dino. Can we kill next turn with boarding party? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boarding party, that's 10, that's 17 damage. No. Wow, that's so good for me. Because now I don't have to chump. I go to 10. I guess I'm still dead to Galvanic Blast exactly. Somehow I'm still dead. Jeez, if I have Gal Blast, it's incredible. If I draw another gate, are they dead? They sack the treasure to ping me. 4, 5, 6, 7. Star, it's pretty good. It's still not enough. We have no other way to gain life. Gorilla Shaman would be a great draw. Wow, their draws have been insanely good. Boarding party. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we actually have to hit something here. I think I need to hit exactly Gorilla Shaman because I've used both my grudges. Oh, but then they just sack these. That doesn't even do it. I think I have no outs. Wow. Cannot believe I lost this. Affinity's a hell of a deck, huh? Boarding party. Oh wait, oh yeah, boarding party bolt. Good call, good call. That might is that 17 exactly? Yeah, boarding party, Chainer's Edict, bolt. Oh, we sided out bolt. So not good call. I think we have no outs. So we have no other way to gain life, unfortunately. They have Xyzes. They even drew the star and everything. Could have just left up mana. Dang. They have 8 damage. Let's just make them go through it so I can like come back on time about a minute, because this could come down to time in game 3. So close. That turn where they top decked, they had 0 cards in hand, they top decked munitions, sack Ichor Wellspring, pinging Dino, then drawing Gal Blast. That was pretty brutal. Man, GG's, GG's. The turn they went to sack both creatures, thought I might have it too. Wonder if I could have played any differently to take that game. Man, we kept 5 land, 6 land Owlbear, that, or was it 5 land Owlbear or something that game? See, the one weather is just to not let stuff like that happen to you. But what do you want it over? Just go like 2 Pyroblast? Did they even like side out Counterspell? I think I'm gonna do it. Pyro's also kind of a bad Cascade hit. I do like the relics. We got this. Sure. Changers is actually pretty good in this matchup because they kind of have like slower, expensive, big threats. And Changers answers all those pretty nicely. Just go black-green, I think. When it's on the mulligan here. That was a really good game. That was a really good game. We're going to go black-green land. Try to play quick. Next turn, Cliffgate. Name black, I guess? Yeah, now we'll just Gate Creeper Vine here. Get Basilisk Gate. Kind of like the 2 Gate Creeper Vines. The additional copies of Basilisk Gate, make sure you find it. 4 would probably be too much, where you don't need, oh wow, they don't have anything. That's really bad for them. Red, black. Now we just need 1 more land. But opponent is stuck on 1 land, has to discard. That is sketchy for them. But we need to draw another land too, so this could be a funny game here. The opponent keeps missing. What did they keep? They hit a non-affinity land. That's pretty funny. Ichor Wellspring, draw another card. Pressure's on any land. Tap land, I'll take it. Explore. Okay, nice. I'll take Explore to tap land, actually. So black, black. We have green. Green. I'll just get 1 more green. Could get 1 more black as well. Pretty sad if we lose this game, honestly. They probably tried to cast Thoughtcast and they can't. See if they have Counterspell. Doesn't appear so. Let's get another green black. Next turn we can boarding party. We should be able to win from here. Opponent kept a really weird hand. Not sure what they were doing. They're just discarding all over the place. Maybe it was a misclick. Maybe it was just a mistake. They could have like, I don't know. Seems weird. Definitely slamming Commodore here. Wow. I think they might have sided out Counterspell. This is just super over. Because our hand actually ended up being pretty good. This deck is a little bit slow, but once it gets going, it's pretty nice. Sweet. I felt kind of robbed in game two. I felt like I navigated okay and then didn't quite get there. Because they had a pretty insane series of top decks. But nice. 4-1 with the deck. Let's see if I can show the sideboard. I probably should have done the deck like this. Didn't realize it was being blocked at the time though. Okay. I mean, that was my first league with the deck, and honestly, first games with this build of the deck. So sample size still very, very small, but the deck felt pretty strong. Felt honestly a little bit better than I expected it to feel against the mid-range decks. I think we got pretty lucky in a couple spots to pull out some lucky wins, like against Boggles. We weren't supposed to win that game one. We top decked the Chainer's Edict. Still, we should win that matchup usually. Affinity is going to be tough. We don't have that much hate. We got kind of lucky there, honestly. But I think that version of Affinity we have a better matchup against because we have all these powerful Cascade creatures, you know, plus Monarch, plus some good hate cards, and all our removal except for Bolt is pretty good against them. Plus the gate plan is actually pretty good against them. Is this deck better than JUND without gates? Honestly, I'm not sure because you lose the explosiveness of Cleansing Wildfire because Ramping Growth, draw a card, is a lot better than Explorer draw, you know, like Explorer where you get to draw one card. Because Explorer, you're putting a card from your hand into play, where Cleansing Wildfire, you're putting a card from your library into play. So you essentially are drawing two cards with Cleansing Wildfire. You're going 2 mana, draw a card from your deck, put it into play, and draw another card from your deck. So Explorer is worse than Cleansing Wildfire, but you get two upsides. One is obvious, you get Basilisk Gate, which can just close out games quickly. I'm not sure how relevant it was for us this league, but I think it can be in a lot of situations where you're just like, okay, well, I'll just make, you know, a 20/20 now, and instead of having a 5-turn clock, I have a 1-turn clock. So there's that. But the second upside of Explore Gate version over Cleansing Wildfire is you don't have to play the artifact lands, and then you don't subject yourself to Dust to Dust and Revoke Existence and all that sort of stuff. Which is definitely real. That's a huge downside, and Deglamour and all this type of stuff. The Gate package is actually a little more resilient than the Cleansing Wildfire package. But yeah, Ramping Growth draw card is really good. Yes, I think you want all 4 Basilisk Gate. I think your mana is pretty good because you have 12 Thriving Lands plus 2 Heap Gates. So I think we were never really color screwed at all that game, that league. So I think you want 4 Basilisk Gate. Like, if anything, just cut a Gatekeeper Vine, but don't cut Basilisk Gates. I think you want 4, honestly, in this version. Like, look at how many spells Basilisk Gate helps cast. All of our spells except for Bolt and Terminate. So this can easily provide mana for our spells, and you want to have as many of them because it's an untapped gate with a good ability. So you want as many untapped gates as you can get. So definitely don't cut Basilisk Gate. You also want the maximum, a really high gate count for like when you do. There was one game where we had 1 Basilisk Gate, but I was thinking when I think it was against Affinity, we hit for 17. But if we had double Basilisk Gate, we would have just won faster. We would have won that turn and we would have won the match if we had double gate out, but we only had single gate because that's all we found. Yeah, 1 Muldrifter would be fine. I think Owlbear is just better because it has trample. But yeah, one Mole Drifter would be totally fine. I think I want 1 or 2 Hydroblasts in the sideboard. It might just not be worth it because you do have to name blue. Maybe it's just not. Maybe I'm thinking the splash is free when it's just not free at all. One Mole Drifter is kind of sick because then you're 5-color Cascade again. But I don't think it's necessary. Honestly, you could have second Guardian. I'm not sure if you need to also because you don't really want to name white that often that early, and you don't always need it except for when the game gets grindy, and then hopefully you can find it in those games. Kind of similar to Weather the Storm. Yeah, you could cut one Owlbear, play one Mole Drifter, but then I think most of the time you're gonna have to name blue on one of your gates, which probably is fine. But I still like the Owlbear. It has more power also. Sure, like I think Basilisk Gate pumping Owlbear is better than Basilisk Gate pumping Mole Drifter in Pauper because there are a ton of flying creatures. So I'm not sure exactly what to do. I was also considering going to 3 bolts, but I think that's just a little bit greedy. I would probably want a 25th land as well, but I'm not sure what to cut. I don't think you want to go down to 1 dino. Arms of Adar was a little sus, so you could cut that to play either another candidate or a Fumes main. That's reasonable. I wanted to try this out. I wasn't sure about it, but I could see situations where like your board is like double Owlbear boarding party against Affinity or something, and they have like a bunch of 4/4s, and you're just like arms attack with everything, kill you. So that's pretty nice. Again, I'm not sure exactly what to do. I'd have to think about it. Feel free to try the deck and tinker with it. Let me know if you end up playing it. Yeah. Again, that not the Cabaret, but that's the Naya one. The JUND one was the worst one, so I always forget the name. But the JUND gain 1 Evolving Wilds land would be good with Pulse Marasa, plus it gains a life, fixes our mana. But I like having the higher gate count. Seemed solid to me. So without further ado, that's going to wrap up this YouTube video. This was a super fun league. All the games are entertaining. Just had a great time hanging out. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/snapbolt. Really helps me out. Thank you so much. Till next time. Peace.